Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, TriniFX here. I created this channel really to document my trading journey as I continue learning and mastering the craft. It's been about 5 years I've been studying ICT concepts and I'm just starting to find some consistency. So this channel is really about, documenting my journey, not pretending to be a guru or showing off, far from it. But it's just about sharing the real wins, the losses, lessons, the process of becoming a consistent and better trader every day. So if you're just starting out, I hope something I share here encourages you on your own path and your own journey. So with that being said, let's just get into Friday's trade recap. So firstly, I normally start on a weekly time frame here. As you can see, the market continues to be bullish. As we can see, we are still inside of this weekly fair value gap here on the Nasdaq. And I like to start on the higher time frame, just marking out the levels to see exactly what we're working with. So, and then we'll drop to a daily to see what the daily was doing. So this was Friday's trading here. As you see, we traded down into this weekly once, twice, 3 times. We had a strong rejection. Candle bodies weren't able to close below the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So that signified for me that we are still bullish as we tapped into this daily fair value gap here as well. So on Thursday's trading, we ended on a high, taking out the previous day's high. So we're gonna dive into Friday's trading here. So stepping down into a 4-hour chart, we continue to climb higher, respecting bullish PD areas. So this is a 4-hour bullish fair value gap here. We're just gonna mark that off so we could have it visible on the chart. And what I like to do, I really like to see exactly what PD areas we are respecting, and as they say, what PD areas we're disrespecting. So keep this 4-hour fair value gap in mind as we just go down time frames. See, this is also a 1-hour fair value gap. So we had this strong momentum ending off on Thursday. So as we open Friday, we're going to mark off midnight New York local time. Now all these time frames are New York local time, because as you know, that is the true time of the market, New York local time. So this is midnight open here. So as we can see, price, the day opened, dropped lower. We had a rally into London, and we're going to drop down into the lower time frames and see exactly what price is doing here. So we go step into a 15-minute time frame. We're going to mark off our 9:30 open so we could just see exactly what transpired on Friday. So yes, I know we can go into market replay, but guys, it's my first video, so bear with me. So as we mark off the 9:30 open, I'm just walking you guys through my thought process on exactly what I look for and how the trade was facilitated. So coming in, this is 9:30 here. So coming in before 9:30, we're going to see what happened. We saw the market dip down in Asia, rally in London, left these what we call relative equal highs or double tops, right? The market displaced lower, and right before the market opened, it had a slight retracement from 9 o'clock, and we could see initially we were tapping into this bearish fair value gap. So one would say that, you know, the price at that point in time, on a lower time frame, that is, may be bearish. But what I like to do, I like to, you know, let the market open up and see exactly how the first 5-15 minute plays off. So if you know ICT, what we look for as well is what we call a Judah swing. So we saw price open, it ran lower, taking out these stops here. So I like to also look for a run on liquidity, right? That tells me that the market is ready to turn around, and all these are just signs that we look for, confluences, right? So remember, we're still in a higher time frame for our bullish fair value gap. The market dipped down and we saw a nice V-shaped recovery here. So when I'm looking at this, it's going down, you know, I look on a 5-minute time frame. Let's see what price is doing. It's going down. There's no 5-minute fair value gap was created here. So I wait for price to take out this low. This is the 3 o'clock low. So London lows basically on Asia. As price dipped below there, I dropped a 1-minute chart. So price opened up right here. We will not count this as our first presented fair value gap, because if we turn off electronic trading hours, there's no fair value gap there, right? One may say that this is the first presented fair value gap. So even if we mark it out, and all these are things that we look for, guys, right? So you would have marked this out. Again, I'm just walking you through the thought process as to how I took the trade on Friday. So we're still waiting. So price dipped down, rallied, and I would not have taken this long because we were so close to Asia and London lows. So I waited to see what price was doing. You know, some people call this an inversion fair value gap, but no, not me. I'm looking for a shift in market structure here first, right? So price came back down, took out the lows. We're still keeping an eye on this first presented fair value gap. So price went down, it spent some time accumulating, rallied up, hit the first presented fair value gap. You could see the bodies closing below that first presented fair value gap, but not displacing lower. So I'm waiting. And price rallied. As price closed above this first presented fair value gap, it also left us with two tiny bullish fair value gaps on our 1-minute chart. So I would mark that out. And I highlighted two because they're just very close together, so I count them as one. So right now I'm waiting to see what price will do. Now for me, a shift in market structure would have come up here, because this was the high into this bearish fair value gap here that sent price lower. There is no other intermediate term high other than this. So this would have been my ultimately where I looked for a shift in market structure. Yes, it's pretty high. So that's why I was looking at this first presented fair value gap. So price rejected once, broke above it, came back down, respected this fair value gap. You can see the bodies just closing right below consequent encroachment. But after this displacement candle, I mean, some people took their entry here, but I waited a bit to see price trading above here. Once I saw price trade above that fair value gap, I took my entry there, stops below that low, and you know, I keep it simple, guys. I normally target a 1 to 2, 1 to 1. We don't need to go for the home runs. These are the relative equal highs here, if you remember, on the higher time frame that formed before this displacement lower. So I actually got out there. Price retraced. When price broke this high, I put my stop below that low because there was a fair value gap there. So I put my stop right below this low here. So I basically got out for 1.1 risk to reward. And I'm okay with that. You know, some people say no, go for a solid 1 to 2 risk to reward, but I'm okay with that. I look for the high probability trades. You can still do very well, guys, on 1 to 1. Don't get carried away with the 1 to 5s and the 1 to... No. Price took out these highs and it traded above. Yes, ultimately that was the target, but you just need to get piece of your pie, guys. Right? So if we exited the trade there, we could have even gone for a 1 to 2 risk to reward, which was there. That is fine. So that was the trade I took on Friday. That netted me a 1 to 8 risk to reward. And if we do that consistently every day, couple days a week, right? Because you're not going to trade every day. Day trading is not everyday trading. Let's just keep that in mind and understand that. So that was a trade recap for Friday. I hope you guys got some value out of it. I'm gonna just try to do trade recaps every day, win, lose, or break even, just to document, as I said, my journey. And the videos will get better. Not even sure how the audio is, but the videos will get better, and hopefully we can grow together as you know you progress in your trading journey. So that's it for now, guys. I appreciate you all. Until we talk again, stay safe. Bye bye.